something on your website I really liked was that you struggled with the concept of accepting yourself, but you've learned how to do it. For me personally, I've got keloid scarring, where I've got raised lumps, like benign tumour sort of things, and I find that a real struggle when I see them like in the mirror and stuff. So I know for some people, accepting themselves for their past, for like body images, etc., is a real struggle. Is there a way that people can get past their perceived flaws, limitations, etc.? How does somebody take something that they've hated all their life and maybe use it as a positive, or eliminate it to focus on what they want from life? If that waffle makes sense.
I think referring back to a few of the things I've said, like combining, that you can change your perception and the circle of concern versus circle of influence. You can't control how you were born. You can't control what's going on physiologically, So because you can't control it, you really can't hate yourself for it. It's not fair. You don't have an ability to change that. So instead, why not stand up and be a hero for people who are struggling just like you? Like I said, you teach best what you need to learn most. What happens if you took it upon yourself to be strong for other people? Most people won't do things for themselves, but they'll gladly do things for other people, you won't clean your own room, but you'll gladly go over to your friend's house and you'll help him clean his room because it's interesting and it's different. It's helping someone else. If you just took that and said, okay, what happens if I was strong and I showed people that I was really strong with my body image? Well, in turn, that would motivate other people, and that would motivate yourself to be more positive about yourself, So that's a tool I kind of use, and I switch my whole life to help other people, and in turn, it's helped myself, So some people might view something as selfish. I think the word selfish has a really negative connotation, and it shouldn't, because life is selfish. If you volunteer, you're doing it to help other people, but it's making you feel good. So even then, every act of kindness is still somewhat selfish, and I don't think the word selfish should be a bad thing. I just think that you should also help people in turn.
Yeah, I've never thought about it in that terms, that even volunteering is a selfish act, because you're getting something for your CV or feel good about it, etc. And it was that the kind of idea behind setting up the business and using what you were learning as you changed your life to help others.
Absolutely. I mean, helping other people, of course, I feel everyone's time is worthwhile, So a business is a business in that you're still going to make money, but I'm not selling people Tupperware, I'm not doing something that's not benefiting them. I know I'm changing their life in a way that is going to make them more positive. It's going to make them feel better about themselves. I always start every consultation with telling people, you don't need to change to be happy. You need to change how you think to be happy. The body change you want, you only want it because you think it'll make you happy. But that's not where happiness will come from. Happiness will come from the day you decide to make a decision to be happy. You can be 400 pounds and happy, or you could be 130 pounds ripped and still be not happy. So it's true.
Never thought of that.
It's very true. Some of the prettiest people in the world are the most depressed. Some of the richest people in the world are the most depressed. It's not, they have what everyone wishes they had and thinks, oh, if I had that, I would be happy. I like to flip that situation. I want to say, instead of, if I had that, I'd be happy, how about saying, if I was happy, I'd have that. So changing your whole perception, a lot of people say, if this situation changed, I'd be happy. Well, if you were happy, the situation would probably change. Your perception of it would change. So a lot of people kind of think backwards in that they want things to complete them, but they are already complete. They don't need things to complete them.
Yeah, I hear that a lot of people. Oh, if I only had a better car, if only I had that job.
I hate it.
And how would you go about giving somebody that, start working towards that? Somebody who's always looked externally. Is there a way that you could just say to, do you work with them on a daily basis? Do you give them tasks to do that gradually increase in intensity, or
Definitely.
I mean,
Homework is definitely going to be something I include. I need people to, it's practice, you know. If you work out, you've had to practice to get better. You know, when I started working out, I was deadlifting 100 pounds, you know. I recently just hit a 615-pound deadlift at 181 pounds. Now, if you asked me years ago if I would be able to do that, I would say, no way, you know. It's conditioning. You know, you need to practice every single day on being positive. You need to practice every single day on making better decisions in your head mentally so that you feel better. You're not going to instantly feel better. You're not going to talk to me once and be motivated, you know? I can't motivate you. You can motivate yourself. But what I can do is I can help you figure out what motivates you and keep that in your head, you know?